YouTuber pioneers, and you got started in 2006, right?
2006 on YouTube,
Published your first book, too.
Right.
How did you get started in all of this?
Well, it's an awesome story. Thanks for asking. I started writing my website actually a long time ago, 19 years. Actually, it'll be 19 years this August, and that was in 1997. Thank you. Yes, my anniversary.
Yeah.
I'm going to have cake. You guys are invited.
Yay!
I started the website in 1997 as kind of a joke to spite my friends because I had some friends who were vegetarians. I'm like, I'm going to write an article about how much I love beef jerky.
Okay.
So that's kind of how it started, and my website is actually older than Google. Google didn't even exist when I started my site. It's crazy. It's one of the longest running sites on the internet.
He's an icon, guys. Well, you have published. Maddox is on his third book, okay? Let's talk about your books now. His first one almost made it to #1 on the New York Times bestseller list.
Number 2.
Yeah, it's #1 on Amazon. How crazy is that?
It got #1 on Amazon, which in pre-sales alone, which is quite a feat because only a handful of books do that. Like at the time, I think only Harry Potter and a few other books had done that. So in pre-sales alone, I knocked on the book got to #1 before we even had a chance to upload the cover to the book.
Oh my god!
So it showed up like the #1 book, and it just showed question mark for it. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was.
So what was your first book about?
It's called The Alphabet of Manliness, and it's all about just manly stuff.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
Now your second one, his second book is my absolute favorite. Tell us a little bit about that one.
Yeah, it's called Crappy Children's Artwork. That's the one. I graded children's artwork, and it's like 320 pages of me grading them. And people are like, hey Maddox, what, all the kids get Fs? I'm like, no. Some of them get F minuses. F plus, there's a few F pluses in there. And there's an A plus in there, or two.
Okay.
For this guy.
I saw that one.
Because I want to put my money where my mouth is and show you guys that I can draw. So my artwork's in there. You can judge yourself.
Okay, yeah, we'll have to submit to the book.
Yeah.
So you have a couple videos that have like over 2 million views. I mean, even now that there's like a lot more content and YouTube videos, you're still getting anywhere from like 100,000 to over 1 million views. I mean, that's pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
What's it like to know that many people are watching you?
It's a little overwhelming at first, especially when you start to read the comments because you can't stay on top of it. My inbox, I was just telling a friend today that my inbox has 80,000 unread messages in it. And so on top of the inbox that constantly gets a stream of email, I also have social media that's constantly, people with every social media page, you have comments coming in, and there are thousands of those. And then you have every post, and every post has thousands of comments. And then you have Twitter, and people tweeting at you. And then you have Instagram, and people commenting there. So it's hard to stay on top of. Like people, especially my mom, you know, she still thinks I don't have a job. So I try to explain to her, I'm like, this is my job. I am working all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So tell us about your third book coming out. What can you disclose with this?
Well, this third book that's coming out, good question. I have not announced very much about it.
Okay.
I will say this though, Maddox fans will not be disappointed because it is the most Maddox book that I've ever written.
Okay, well we are so excited. Maddox, thank you so much for talking with us today.
You are so welcome.